All right. Welcome once again to the beatzillapdx official news break. And this real quick, this is going to be a very short one, but I just wanted to talk about this little interview that DJ Vlad took upon himself to have on News Nation, speaking on, Diddy's situation currently. And I found it very interesting that, of course, they tapped this source. You have of course, non-black man who has widely been known as a culture vulture to the black culture, and especially in the lane of hip hop, and trying to basically ingrain himself into speaking for us. Well, this is one of those situations where one of these media corporations, news outlets say, "Oh, a black man's going through something." Instead of asking another black man, let's go to the white man who's also affiliated with hip hop, like as hip hop is the tie that connects him to Puffy's situation. Well, of course, we know it doesn't, but nonetheless, let's hear DJ Vlad attempt to speak for Black America.
I got to ask you about this because I've seen a whole lot of comments and I'm not quite sure what to make of it. And that is, how is the hip hop world going to digest the video, not the accusations we've already heard?
Now let me clarify what she just did right there. The hip hop world. See, this is one of the part. It's displaying the agenda of separating hip hop from actual black culture. So how is the hip hop world going to take this? Well, this is not a hip hop world situation. It's a black community situation. So trying to remove the black part from it. Yeah, I don't know about that. DJ Vlad should have declined this interview, but whatever.
Heard how that goes down. But the video of watching one of their heroes acting like a piece of filth, are they going to think the same thing, that he's a piece of filth?
Yeah. First off, two things about that statement she just made. He's no one's hero in hip hop, ma'am. He's most definitely no one's hero in the black community. He is a person of the black community to whom most people have recognized probably should not be trusted with your career or business ventures. And if you're coming from a certain economic position, you understand what I'm saying? Be you black or not, because that hasn't helped. And there's a lot of people in hip hop who have who in hip hop has a song with Diddy in recent years? No one. But then she doesn't stop there. She goes on to start then saying, are they going to start seeing him as a piece of filth? I hope Puffy understand how fast they turn on you. You think they like you. Are they going to see him as a piece of filth, Vlad? I mean, like, he's a piece of filth, right?
I think most people look at that video and unanimously think it's absolute garbage behavior.
And, I don't disagree. But it should not be coming out of Vlad's mouth after she was going out of her way to, it's a piece of filth. Don't you agree, Vlad? Well, I agree. It's total garbage. Y'all still be going on this guy's program. He should have sidestepped this conversation. There is no good position in this conversation to begin with, but somehow it just doesn't sound right calling a black man a piece of garbage and then a piece of filth coming out of two white people's mouths on screen when there's no black people in the room. It just doesn't sit right with me.
That's unanimous. But your question is what's going to happen in the future. And I think we've seen these types of things play out time and time again. And you're right, there is no video of Rihanna, but the damage that was done to Rihanna was probably worse than what was done to Cassie.
No, One could not say that. One incident with Rihanna and Cassie was an entire relationship. That's what is he saying here? Watch where he's going with this. Watch where he's going with this. This is going to get very interesting. And for those of you who thought that DJ Vlad was not a damn cop or not the them people, well, let's just take a walk down his interview. Keep a listening.
Both of her eyes were black and bruised, like it's almost like she couldn't even open her eyes.
Well, Cassie had a
Rihanna
black
was-
eye. Cassie said she had a black eye, and that's why she was running from the hotel room. And we all know, me in particular, I know there's plenty of makeup tricks that I've done it before. I've covered up a black eye that I got from cycling, and I was on the air. No one noticed a thing. So we don't know what Cassie looked like because she kept her mouth quiet. She didn't say a word, and she stayed with him as many abused women do. Can I ask you this? Do you think Diddy, look, he's a billionaire, right? Sue him all you want. It's barely going to make a dent. But do you think Diddy is going to go the same route as the Armstrongs, who were kings, untouchable? Bill Cosby, untouchable in.
Wait a minute. Yep. Did you see what she just did there again? So do you think that he'll be like the Armstrongs or like Bill Cosby? Wait, what? Bill Cosby is not in this. Bill Cosby's nowhere around this scenario, nor should he be referred to in the same conversation as R. Kelly. But here we go with the antics. Hey, man, why not throw Michael Jackson in there too? I mean, good grief. I mean, any other black name you want to throw out, but dig them all up from the grave. I mean, really? And y'all think that Vlad is cool, right? Y'all hear the conversation he in? He ain't checking her. And he's just going along with where she's leading it. This is your guy. He is a professional interviewer, by the way. So if this is not where he wanted to go with this interview, he could have easily steered it somewhere else, but he's not. Yeah, but Vlad is cool. Okay.
Comedy. You know, is he going to go the same route as the OJs of the world and be shunned?
You're broken too when white media starts comparing you to OJ. I'm just saying. You think somebody like OJ?
And live out the rest of his life with whoever the hangers on will be.
I think it really
My
depends
Lord.
on whether he stops working or not.
Uh,
I feel that if you really want to cancel somebody, there's only three ways to do it. You have to kill them. You have to put them in prison for a long period of time, at least 10 years or so. Or you have to convince them in some way or another for them to stop creating new content.
That man said, family, y'all, man, Vlad is cool. Vlad is cool. Vlad is cool. Vlad is a damn fed. Do you hear what he's telling you? He is telling you how to go after a target. What part of hip hop is that? Let's go back to that.
I think it really depends on whether he stops working or not.
Okay, so first off, it really depends on whether he stops working or not. So what you want to know is he finished? Can we effectively bury this guy? This is a dog whistle conversation for other media outlets if you're not understanding. This is why DJ Vlad is right here. And let me just show you something real quick. Y'all, he's not a fed. He's not a fed. He's not a fed. This guy right here on your screen, you think that this dude ain't law enforcement? This dude's not law enforcement. Okay. Okay. Is Diddy done?
I feel that if you really want to cancel somebody, there's only three ways to do it.
Okay, so he's about to tell you the three ways in which to cancel someone.
You have to kill them.
Mm.
You have to put them in prison for a long period of time, at least 10 years or so.
Oh,
Or you have to convince them in some way or another for them to stop creating new content.
that's pretty interesting. Well, let's run down that list. First, you got to kill him. Tupac, Biggie, check. You have to put him in prison for a long time, about 10 years. Shine, check. G-Dep, check. Or you have to convince them to stop working for a long time. Check everybody who left the business early. He just explained to you how you maintain control when you have an influential mark. Why do you think he's planted in hip hop? So if you guys have watched my broadcast last night, then you saw what I was talking about. See, that video I play at the very end of my broadcast last night will tell you what I'm talking about with this dude here. Private corporations that are literally ran by the Israeli government. Remember when Farrakhan came out? Who was lying on Minister Farrakhan? This fella right here.
In the case of OJ, he fell from the public eye, just kept to himself. Bill Cosby stopped putting out anything. But someone like a Chris Brown continued to put out a lot of product, and people started to really gravitate towards it. Same thing happened with R. Kelly. After the underage tape was circulating, he continued to be, to make bigger hits than he ever has. Kanye was canceled a year ago. Nobody wanted to work with him. And suddenly he had the #1 song in the country a year later. You've seen this Phoenix effect over and over again. So you could say that he's done forever, and he may be done. If he decides to be done himself, then he may be done. But if he continues to put out things that people like, whether it's music, movies, television, maybe start a church and go that religious direction, and the play up that part of, I fell from grace and this is why you should follow me, because everyone has problems. You never know.
He knows how to destroy and how to clean up, ladies and gentlemen. And y'all will still tell yourselves, man, that don't mean that man's law enforcement. No, you think he with them people for real, man? You simple Simon individuals. Do you hear a policeman talking to you? He is telling you that, and what he's describing to you is how you get people. What part of hip hop is that?
That video will dog him forever. It's one of those
Of course it
pieces
will.
of
Just
evidence
like the
that is
pictures from
lacking in all
Rihanna
those
are
other
always going to
cases.
dog Chris Brown.
Why you look how he keep trying to throw Chris Brown under the bus? What do you want, Chris Brown to get some kind of federal indictment or something? Why does he keep doing that? Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of like Rihanna and Chris Brown. I mean, Chris Brown, Chris Brown beat up Rihanna. I mean, remember that? Chris, I mean, we're talking about P. Diddy right now, but don't forget about Chris Brown. Vlad is a scumbag. All of y'all black folks that still want to entertain this dude and keep going to his platform, this is a scumbag. He should be shunned from our damn culture. No, he ain't invited to no cookout I'm at. Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It absolutely
Hey,
will.
DJ Vlad, not the last time I'm going to call you back to the show. Love your perspective and love that you keep coming back. Thanks for this.
Thanks for coming and shooting down and shooting shots at the black man. Thank you, DJ Vlad, for your contribution to anti-blackness. Damn, DJ Vlad, you really, really, really showed yourself on this, man. This is crazy. And from all intents and purposes, I hope you guys understand what I am trying to get at when I'm telling you that not everything you see that is popular is actually legitimately popular. Sometimes you are being bamboozled. like this culture vulture piece of crap right here called DJ Vlad. Does DJ Vlad speak for black people? Hell no. Peace, power, blessings, and protection be all upon you and yours, family. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you would, make sure you hit that like button, share this out, and all the other information you see is in the ticker and in the description. So thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in to this news break. And, I just wanted to hit on this little interview that he gave because he's really out here talking like he speaks for us, and he doesn't. So with that being said, we just got to give one little hit to our good piece of crap resident culture vulture of hip hop, DJ Vlad. We proudly dedicate this song to you.
Get up off of that cocaine and get up off of that crack. Get yourself together and get your mind back.
Stay black, stay vigilant, stay alive. Black first, black first, black first. Shalom, y'all. Have a great day.